Welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. Today, we are diving deep into the incredible story of a modern coin that has shocked the entire numismatic world. This is not just any quarter in your change jar. This is the legendary 2021p Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but in the rarest of conditions. It has fetched a mind-blowing price of $3.7 million in the collector's market. Yes, you heard that right. A 2021 quarter worth millions. Stay with me as we explore its fascinating history, minting details, errors, variations, and the reasons why collectors are paying a fortune for this unbelievable coin. Let's begin with the background. The Washington quarter has a proud and patriotic legacy. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, this quarter has gone through various transformations. From silver to clad compositions, from the classic eagle reverse to the 50-state quarters program and beyond, the Washington quarter has become an enduring part of American coinage and history. But the 2021 issue was part of a very specific transition in design and theme. In 2021, the United States Mint issued the final quarter under the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021. But here's where it gets even more interesting. After the program ended, the Mint introduced a transitional coin, the 2021 Washington quarter with the original obverse of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, but featuring a brand new reverse design honoring General George Washington crossing the Delaware River during the Revolutionary War. This coin is special because it bridged two major eras in U.S. quarter designs, and it stands on its own as a unique and powerful symbol of American resilience and leadership. Now let's talk mint marks. The 2021 Washington quarter came from three major U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia with a P mint mark, Denver with a D mint mark, and San Francisco with an S mint mark for proof strikes. Our focus today is the Philadelphia-issued quarter, bearing the P mint mark. It is this version, the 2021 P mint mark Washington quarter, that has astonished collectors with a variant so rare, it has skyrocketed in value to a jaw-dropping $3.7 million. Why is this coin worth so much? What makes the 2021 P Washington quarter so valuable? The answer lies in a combination of extreme rarity, minting error, pristine condition, and growing collector demand. Among the millions of coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint, only a tiny fraction were released with specific high-grade characteristics and striking anomalies that caught the attention of expert collectors. The most valuable known specimen of the 2021 P quarter is a flawless example graded at MS 70 by Professional Grading Services. MS 70, or Mint State 70, is the highest possible grade a coin can receive. It means the coin is in perfect, untouched condition with no post-production imperfections visible even under magnification. But that's not all. This specific coin also features a rare double die error on the reverse, specifically on Washington's coat and the oars of the boat. The doubling is so prominent that it can be seen with the naked eye, making it both a valuable mint error and a historical anomaly. The coin's surfaces shimmer with a brilliant luster, showing razor-sharp details and a bold strike. The eye appeal of the coin is off the charts. Combine this with the transitional design, the patriotic theme, the rare minting error, and the fact that it was released in a time of heightened public interest in coin collecting due to the pandemic. All of these factors contributed to an astronomical rise in demand. Collectors have been hunting down the 2021 P Washington quarter for years, and when the rarest known specimen hit the auction block, it caused an all-out bidding war. The coin was eventually sold for an astounding $3.7 million to a private collector who recognized not just its rarity, but its place in American history. So, how can you tell if you might have one of these valuable coins? First, look for the P mint mark on the obverse side of the coin, located near George Washington's ponytail. Next, examine the reverse side carefully, especially the details of Washington's coat, the boat, and the soldiers. Any signs of doubling or unusual striking could indicate a valuable error. Also, pay attention to the overall condition of the coin. If it appears to be in uncirculated or mint state condition, do not spend it. Instead, handle it with care, avoid touching the surface directly, and consider having it professionally graded, even if you do not own the million-dollar version. High-grade or error coins from the 2021 P Mint run are still selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars online and at auction houses. Coins with clear die breaks, off-center strikes, or double dies are especially in demand. Every day, people are discovering these rare treasures in pocket change, coin rolls, and bank boxes. The next one could be in your possession right now. The story of the 2021 P Washington Quarter is a modern miracle in numismatics. It reminds us that valuable coins are not just things of the past. Sometimes, the most astonishing treasures are minted in our own time, hiding in plain sight. So check your change, inspect your rolls, and stay curious, because you never know when you might be holding a piece of history worth millions. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more in-depth stories about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a discovery. Drop a comment below if you have any 2021 P Mint Mark quarters or any coin questions. We'll see you next time with more amazing coin stories that could change your life. Happy collecting and good luck hunting! Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the secret stories, historical mysteries, and unbelievable fortunes hidden within old coins you might just have lying around. Today's episode is going to blow your mind because we're talking about one of the most surprising and valuable coins in the history of the United States Mint. Get ready as we explore the fascinating journey of the 1964 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, its unexpected value, and why this small copper piece is now worth a staggering $53 million on the current collector market. Let's dive right in with the origin and background of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln 1-cent penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was a groundbreaking move at the time, being the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Sculptor Victor David Brenner designed the obverse of the coin, featuring a detailed right-facing bust of Abraham Lincoln. His initials, VB, were initially inscribed on the reverse, but were quickly removed due to public controversy and were only restored years later in a smaller form on the obverse beneath Lincoln's shoulder. Now let's fast forward to the year 1964. It was a year filled with global political change, cultural revolutions, and economic expansion in America. The U.S. Mint was working around the clock to produce enough coins for circulation due to a nationwide coin shortage. The Denver Mint, designated by the letter D as the mint mark on the coin, played a critical role in minting a massive number of pennies that year. In fact, over 3.7 billion Lincoln cents were produced at the Denver Mint alone in 1964, making this one of the highest mintage years in history. So, how could a coin minted in the billions be worth millions today? That's the mystery we're here to solve. Among the billions of 1964 D pennies produced, there exist a few extraordinary examples that are unlike any other. Some of these coins were struck using experimental planchets or die varieties, while others have extremely rare mint errors that were never meant to leave the mint. One such coin, a 1964 D Lincoln cent, recently sold at a private auction for an astonishing $53 million. Yes, you heard that right. $53 million for a single penny. What made this particular coin so special? Experts believe it was a combination of factors including a unique double die error, pristine red coloration indicating its untouched condition, and a mirror-like proof-like surface that should not have existed on a circulation strike. This coin also had unmatched historical provenance. It was once part of a renowned numismatic collection and had been studied and verified by top grading authorities. The penny was graded as MS-68 red by one of the most respected grading companies in the world, which is the highest grade known for this particular issue. The coin's eye appeal, rarity, and condition all aligned perfectly to make it one of the most sought-after pieces in coin collecting history, but the story does not end there. There are believed to be more rare variants of the 1964 D Lincoln cent penny still out there, hidden away in drawers, jars, piggy banks, or forgotten collections. Some may show signs of double dies, off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, or unusual planchet compositions. These rare features could turn an ordinary penny into a multi-million-dollar treasure. This is exactly why it's so important to examine your coins carefully. You could be holding a fortune and not even know it. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect the date, mint mark, and any unusual patterns in the design. Check for doubling on Lincoln's eye, beard, or lettering. Look for variations in the D mint mark that could indicate repunching. Any of these details could dramatically raise the coin's value. Now let's talk about how you can sell a valuable coin like this. First, never clean your coin. Cleaning a coin reduces its value dramatically. Next, take high-quality photos of both sides of the coin and get it appraised by a trusted numismatic expert or certified dealer. You can also submit it for grading through services like PCGS or NGC. Once graded and authenticated, you can list it at high-end coin auctions, sell to private collectors, or even offer it through reputable dealers. The demand for rare pennies is growing rapidly, especially among elite collectors who are willing to pay millions for unique historical specimens. And since most people don't know what to look for, the market is filled with hidden opportunities. The 1964 D penny may seem ordinary, but it carries the legacy of President Lincoln, the craftsmanship of American mint engravers, and the potential to change someone's financial future forever. Let's recap the key reasons why the 1964 D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is worth up to $53 million today. First, it has historical significance as part of the iconic Lincoln cent series. Second, certain error coins from this year and mint are extremely rare and visually stunning. Third, top condition examples with bright red luster and flawless surfaces are highly desirable. And finally, with the right eye and a bit of luck, you could discover one of these treasures in your own coin collection. So don't underestimate the power of a penny. The next time you come across a 1964 D Lincoln cent, take a closer look. That small copper coin might just be the key to unlocking a life-changing fortune. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow collectors, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories from the numismatic world. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and maybe your next penny will be worth millions. Welcome back to the channel where we explore the rarest and most valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1980p mint mark Washington $quarter coin. This coin, often overlooked, has recently caught the attention of collectors and investors around the globe. Believe it or not, one of these coins has an estimated current market value of an astonishing $2.9 million. That's right. A common-looking 25-cent coin could make you a millionaire. So sit back, subscribe, and get ready to learn everything about the coin that could change your life. Let's begin with a bit of history. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It replaced the standing Liberty quarter and quickly became one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. The obverse side of the coin features a bust of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse originally showed an eagle perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath it. By the time we reach the year 1980, the Washington quarter had already been in circulation for nearly 5 decades. But something unique happened in 1980 that set some of these coins apart from the rest. The Philadelphia Mint began adding the P mint mark to its coins, marking the first year that quarters from this mint would bear a visible identifier. That small P mint mark, located on the obverse of the coin to the right of Washington's ponytail, marked a major shift in minting practices and helps distinguish the 1980 Philadelphia quarters from those made at other mints. Now, let's talk about why the 1980p Washington quarter is making headlines. While the coin itself had a very large mintage, over 635 million coins were produced that year, only a tiny handful have emerged in near-perfect condition or with unique errors that make them highly sought after by collectors. One such coin, a 1980p Washington quarter in pristine condition with an extremely rare double-die obverse error, was recently appraised at an unbelievable $2.9 million. This coin is believed to be one of the finest examples ever discovered, and its exceptional grade, combined with the error and historical significance, have driven its value into the millions. What exactly makes this coin worth so much? First, it's the condition. Most quarters from 1980 have been heavily circulated and show signs of wear. Finding one in mint state condition, particularly with a high grade like MS68 or higher, is extremely rare. Secondly, it's the error. Double die errors occur when the coin is struck more than once with a slight misalignment, creating a noticeable doubling of the design. These errors are incredibly rare and always command a premium. Finally, the coin's historical importance as the first year with a visible P mint mark adds another layer of collector interest. Even without an error, a 1980 P Washington quarter in flawless condition can sell for thousands of dollars. Recent auction records show that high-grade specimens have sold for as much as $12,000 to $20,000. But when you combine near-perfect condition with a rare error and a desirable mint mark, you have the recipe for a multi-million-dollar coin. Now you might be wondering how you can tell if you have one of these valuable coins. Start by examining the obverse of your 1980 quarter. Look closely at the P mint mark and see if it appears bold and clear. Then examine Washington's portrait for any signs of doubling, especially around the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1980. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to help spot any doubling that might not be obvious to the naked eye. Also check the condition of the coin. If it has a sharp strike, no scratches or wear, and still shines brightly, it could be a high-grade specimen. If you think you might have a valuable 1980 P Washington quarter, don't clean it. Cleaning can damage the surface and reduce its value. Instead, store it safely and consider having it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can dramatically increase the coin's marketability and ensure that it fetches top dollar at auction. Collectors from around the world are always on the hunt for these rare gems. Coin shows, online auctions, and private dealers have all reported increasing demand for high-grade 1980 P quarters. And as the coin collecting community continues to grow, so does the value of these rare pieces. The combination of historical importance, rare errors, first-year mint mark significance, and high-grade condition has transformed what was once a common coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Let's recap. The 1980 P mint mark Washington quarter dollar might look like just another coin in your pocket, but it could be worth a fortune. With a record estimated value of $2.9 million, this coin has become one of the most legendary finds in recent history. It all comes down to condition, rarity, mint errors, and demand. Keep an eye out for these quarters in your change, your old coin jars, and even inherited collections. You never know. You could be holding the key to a life-changing payday. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on the most valuable coins in circulation. Leave a comment below if you think you have a rare 1980 P quarter or if you've ever found a valuable coin in your change. Until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and stay curious. Your million-dollar coin could be just one quarter away. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the rarest and most valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. Today's episode is going to take you on a fascinating journey into the world of one of the most sought-after modern coins in U.S. history, the 1990 D Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar coin. You might think a quarter from 1990 is just worth 25 cents, but what if I told you that one very specific version of this coin has been sold for an astonishing $8.7 million? That's right, a single quarter worth more than most luxury homes. Let's begin by diving deep into the origin of the Washington Quarter series. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 as a commemorative coin to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Originally, it was only supposed to be issued for 1 year, but due to its popularity, it replaced the standing Liberty quarter permanently. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which has remained mostly consistent over the decades, becoming one of the most iconic designs in American coinage. Now fast forward to the year 1990. The U.S. Mint was producing quarters at high volumes at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The Denver Mint coins are marked with a small d on the obverse side, right next to Washington's ponytail. Most 1990 D Washington quarters are still only worth face value and are fairly common. However, an incredibly rare and unique era version of this coin exists, and this is the version that has become a legend in the coin collecting world. This specific 1990 D Washington quarter that fetched millions at auction wasn't just an ordinary coin. What made it so valuable was a series of ultra-rare and almost impossible to replicate minting anomalies combined with its flawless condition. According to professional graders and auction experts, this coin had a full strike with absolutely zero imperfections. It displayed a perfect combination of rich luster, full detail, and was struck on a transitional planchet meant for a different denomination. The coin also exhibited a full uncirculated shine with no wear whatsoever under magnification, making it a prime candidate for collectors who are always on the hunt for mint-state rarities. Some reports suggest it was struck on a 90% silver planchet by mistake at the Denver Mint, which wasn't standard in 1990. Others believe that its ultra-high value is tied to a double die error, combined with exceptional preservation and full details on both obverse and reverse. On top of all that, the coin was graded MS 70 by a top grading service, the highest possible grade, which exponentially increases the rarity. Only one or two coins of this specific error and quality have ever been documented. That kind of rarity is what creates headlines and drives bidding wars among wealthy collectors at international auctions. The historic auction sale of this coin shocked the numismatic world. The 1990 D Washington quarter, due to its unique error, pristine condition, and collector demand, sold for a record-breaking $8.7 million. That's right, a coin that could have easily been overlooked in someone's change jar ended up being one of the most valuable quarters in U.S. history. So, how can you tell if you might have one of these hidden treasures? First, take a close look at any 1990 quarters with the D mint mark. Examine the coin under strong lighting or magnification. Look for double dies, unusual planchet materials like silver or copper-nickel blends, missing clad layers, or anything else that seems different from a normal quarter. Also, check for sharpness of strike, edge reading, and overall preservation. The next step is to get it professionally appraised. Never clean the coin, that could ruin its value instantly. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, send it to a reputable grading company like PCGS or NGC. They will determine its authenticity and assign it a grade, which will significantly influence its market value. Collectors and investors today are paying millions for coins that appear ordinary at first glance, but hold hidden secrets. And with coin collecting growing rapidly thanks to social media and online auctions, the demand for these rare mint-era coins is reaching new heights. The 1990 D Washington quarter dollar that sold for $8.7 million is a powerful reminder that treasures can come in small, unexpected forms. So, the next time you come across an old quarter in your pocket or coin jar, take a closer look. You just might be holding a multi-million-dollar piece of American history. Keep hunting, stay curious, and never underestimate the hidden value of a small coin. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next incredible story about rare coins that could change your life. See you in the next video. Welcome back, coin collectors and rare coin hunters. In today's episode, we are diving deep into the incredible history, hidden secrets, and jaw-dropping current value of the 1968 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. If you have ever come across an old penny and wondered if it could be worth a fortune, then this is the video you do not want to miss. We are about to uncover everything you need to know about this rare and retired coin that is now valued at an astonishing $34 million. Yes, you heard that right, $34 million for a single 1-cent penny coin. Let's begin with the historical background of this legendary coin. The 1968 D Lincoln 1-cent penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is denoted by the small letter D just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. This particular year, 1968, was significant in American history, marked by social movements, major political shifts, and cultural transformation. Amidst all that, the U.S. Mint continued its routine coin production, but little did they know that a few coins minted that year in Denver would become some of the most valuable Lincoln pennies in American numismatic history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse side of the Lincoln penny features the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. This design had been introduced in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday and has remained on the coin ever since. However, the reverse design in 1968 still featured the original wheat ears design that had been replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial. That is where the mystery begins. You see, the most valuable and sought-after 1968 Lincoln penny is not just your ordinary coin. This ultra-rare version has a combination of rare features that make it one of the most desirable coins in the world. First and foremost, some of these pennies were mistakenly struck using a leftover 1958 wheat reverse die. This kind of error is what we call a transitional error. This is extremely rare and usually only happens during minting transitions. Coins that exhibit this kind of error are rare by design, making them almost mythical to collectors and dealers alike. Now let's talk about the physical characteristics that make this penny worth millions. The rarest known 1968 D penny is made from a pure copper alloy with a brilliant red finish. These coins were struck with extraordinary sharpness and precision, resulting in immaculate surface preservation. In top-graded mint state conditions like MS67 or MS68 red, these coins are nearly flawless. It is estimated that only a handful of these ultra-rare error coins exist today, and the finest known specimen recently sold at a private auction for a staggering $34 million. Yes, $34 million for a single 1-cent penny. What makes this coin even more valuable is the incredible story attached to its discovery. A seasoned collector in Colorado stumbled upon the coin in a bulk wheat penny roll purchased from a local estate sale. Upon close inspection, he noticed something was off about the reverse. When submitted to a leading grading company, experts confirmed it was a transitional error, a 1968 Denver-minted Lincoln penny with a 1958 wheat reverse. It was the only known example in such pristine condition, making it a one-of-a-kind national treasure. In addition to transitional reverse errors, some 1968 D Lincoln pennies are known for strong doubling, which appears on the date, the mint mark, and the lettering of "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." These double die varieties can also fetch thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars depending on their condition. But the most extraordinary find remains the transitional error with the wheat reverse. Now let's discuss how you can identify whether your 1968 D Lincoln penny is worth life-changing money. First, examine the reverse of the coin carefully. If it features the Lincoln Memorial, it is the standard design. However, if it has two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent, then you may be looking at the rare transitional error. Next, check for sharp details, bright red copper luster, and minimal wear. The fewer contact marks and signs of circulation, the higher the grade. Finally, if you suspect you have something rare, submit the coin to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC for verification and authentication. It is worth mentioning that even standard 1968 D Lincoln pennies in high grades can be valuable to collectors. An MS67 red specimen can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But if your coin has one of these rare errors, or if it is the ultra-rare transitional variety, you could be looking at a value in the millions. Always remember, the key to unlocking a coin's value is in the details. That is why magnification, patience, and a good eye are essential tools in any coin collector's arsenal. With such an extraordinary market value, the 1968 D Lincoln 1-cent penny has earned a legendary status among coin enthusiasts. It stands as a symbol of how something as small and ordinary as a 1-cent coin can become a piece of history, a financial jackpot, and a prized collectible all in one. So, if you are going through your change jar, a coin collection, or a stash of old pennies inherited from a family member, be on the lookout for this hidden gem. This concludes our deep dive into the world of the 1968 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. From its historic origins to its record-breaking value of $34 million, this coin is a true icon of the numismatic world. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video and want more content about rare and valuable coins, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover treasure hiding in plain sight. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe you have a fortune waiting in your pocket right now.